basically. And, the strategy I was discussing this morning with Guillermo also, our gold mining guy. And he sort of agrees that, okay, I think we should be focusing on selling the available bullion, which we have available in Japan. We have things available in Hong Kong and Thailand also. Okay.
Okay.
So, those bullion is available. The contract has been signed. So now, we want to make sure that we start putting, money into people's pocket, basically.
Makes sense.
Right. I mean, it's very straightforward and easy. And then what will happen is this, that, okay, now we have, maybe say, 5 metric ton gold available in Ghana. I mean, ECOWAS, Ghana, Liberia, and gemologist David has accumulated some in Freetown. So I'm talking about ECOWAS countries. Okay. And
yes,
our company will then basically accumulate all that gold. Okay. On a daily basis. Whatever we can accumulate on a daily basis, it will be shipped to Mitsubishi. Okay. And the best refinery of the world, the highest purity can be acquired by this refinery in Japan. Okay.
What, the Mitsubishi refinery in
Mitsubishi refinery. It's in Tokyo.
Is it Tokyo?
Yeah. So now, I think I was actually, we have got 3 refineries to work with. One is metal ore. Okay. The other one is metal ore is in Hong Kong. And our buyer, our seller, who can give me 10,000 metric tons, per month kind of gold, bullion, they use metal ore as their refinery. So which is good.
The one in Hong Kong?
Yeah, the one in Hong Kong. Okay. So that is available to us. And then I like Arubis refinery in Hamburg, Germany. Oldest refinery and Arubis.
Okay, I haven't heard about that before.
That is Hamburg, and that is the oldest refinery, and their main business is copper. Okay.
Copper, okay.
They purify copper basically, and they make copper cathodes and number of other products. And that when we do the copper mining, gold is a bonus, for us, because there is a small percentage of gold always available in copper. So when we refine our copper, they can give us the gold also. So they are into gold refining also, and a very reputable German, refinery. So that is another one we can use in Europe. So we have got that refinery in Europe. We have got metal ore in Hong Kong, and then we have got Mitsubishi, probably the best of all, in Japan.
Oh wow!
So that's the whole idea that I believe that. Keeping our asset in Japan appears to be the best way. Okay. So what we do is we set up our, blockchain data center. All right. And our university campus, Sam's Energyme University campus in Tokyo or in arms of Japan. Okay. Whichever is the right area. But the idea now is this, that instead of taking our students from ECOWAS countries into the very dangerous North America, okay, we can train them in Japan, we can train them in Dubai, because these are the 2 places where we are very comfortable. And I've got a 12-acre site available in Dubai to set up our Wheel of Life Farm School. So I think these 2 destinations will be ideal to enroll all the engineers of ECOWAS, into our GEMBA Global Executive MBA program. And then they will be trained in Japan and in Dubai so that they can go back and, start building these Wheel of Life Farm schools in gold mines and farms of Africa. That's a plan.
That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
What we should do now is, start focusing on, the SPAs has been shared with you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we should start, I think focus should be to just make sure that, every one of your team starts selling SAM's, TT bar and Park Gold coins. Okay. And the range is like this. Currently, our range of product is like this. If somebody has €1 and everybody has €1, okay, in their pocket. And if they don't have €1, we will put €1 in their pocket so that they are the owner of one PGC. So everybody is engaged. Okay. Their data is collected, their forms are filled. Okay. And those people become our member with one PGC. Okay. Then we are talking about SMEs, businesses who can afford to buy one TT bar, which is like a $5,000 kind of a situation, they would get 10 tola bar, which we call it. Okay, so they can buy that. They can buy then 200 metric ton gold if they have the money to buy it. So the idea is very simple, that we are catering to all sorts of clients, all right, and giving them a wonderful kind of economic vibrancy model, because we are putting that kind of money in their pocket basically. Okay, so now they're inflationary free currency, and I've used your today's remark about the velocity in my message. I summarized it a little bit and I used that in my message. So I think that's what we are looking at. Add velocity to your money. Okay, your money should not be stagnant.
It shouldn't be stagnant, yeah. Sitting in a bank account.
Stagnant, okay?
It will get eaten away by inflation.
It will be. It will be in a guaranteed way eaten away, okay? Yeah. So idea is to make sure that all the hard-earned money which we have is put into motion.
It's true.
Okay, and how it can be put into motion, because people will be definitely consider this as a great blessing, that okay, I had a $1 bill which was stagnant with me doing nothing. Now all of a sudden that $1 or €1 bill is transformed into gold, so that PGC has got a higher buying power. All right.
Yes.
And now it is immediately put into motion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Immediately, because this money which gets accumulated, we will start building Wheel of Life Farm schools, and on an urgency basis, because that is a solution for combating COVID-19. That's it.
That's true. That's true.
Every person, the poorest person of the country to the president of the country, will be thankful to us.
So true.
Because this virus is affecting the poorest person as well as the presidents,
Oh yes, most definitely. This virus.
It is.
It's causing more harm in very poor countries, and one like Liberia.
Exactly. And I think in Africa and in Asia, we are used to living in difficult conditions. So our body has higher immunity, we have a better immunity to fight out these viruses as compared to people living in the Western world.
True.
So they are actually suffering more because they don't have the immunity. So that means that, our immunity boosting food is the only solution which will protect people. That's it. So I loved your profile. I loved your, the journey towards entrepreneurship. And I think one of my GEMBA students, okay, the best one in Liberia, will be writing a book, okay, like an autobiography, okay, and that autobiography becomes really a very, very powerful tool, that you are not talking about, studying Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. You're talking about studying somebody of your own who have made everything, from scratch.
It's true.
So those case studies should be taught, you know, to young people. Okay, and in that book, and you know, I will share the book which Bill Susinski has written, what kind of world we are going to live for our children. I'll share that book with you. And that is what we need to do for our children. Okay, and then children will be encouraged that, okay, yeah, I can do it also. I don't have to be a white to be successful.
That's true.
You see, one of my own have really made it.
It's true.
So we want to make sure now that, you know, in the list of millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires, you know, our name should be written over there.
I mean, all names are involved. What are you
so
from
we are
Africa?
involved. We are involved,
Asia.
and I think the input, I believe in you, and you know that more, you know, I mean, because, you know, once you make the investment, whatever investment you make, okay, that never goes to waste. Okay, it pays off. It only pays off, you know, we don't have to decide on the time. The time is decided by, you know, the opportunity and the circumstances and everything. Like whatever I have worked for last 5 years in developing the Wheel of Life Farm schools and answering the questions from all my investors about what will happen to my money if the buffalo dies, what will happen to my money if the flood comes and the crop is wasted. Okay, so all those difficult questions were being asked, and our Wheel of Life Farm School and the agriculture was considered as a very risky business. Okay, so I was wrestling with all those questions, and then finally the blessing came about gold. Now people don't ask me questions. I said, you will die, your house can be bombarded with atom bomb, and everything will burn, but the gold will not burn. Okay,
that's God's money.
Gold will remain gold. Okay.
That's why gold is important. It's God's money.
Gold is gold, you know. So gold is something which will maintain its value and it's indestructible.
It's true.
Okay, it will become a higher purity. It will increase in value. If a nuclear blast happens, you know, the gold which comes out of that blast will be of high purity.
Not like paper money, yeah.
Yeah, because everything else will be burning out, you know, from it, you know, and the gold will be there.
True.
Okay. So I think that is the plan. So now share the plan with everybody, and our target is in the commitment, okay, which we would like to really accomplish and surprise everybody is that, you know, previously we were looking at about $500 million coming from our petroleum contract, okay, finance our gold. All right. So now that petroleum contract, which was available to us, which we sold actually the crude oil, got cancelled by this Korean buyer because we were not able to access this $500 million through a 6-digit POS machine. Okay. That's where the money was, and we were supposed to access it through a 6-digit POS machine, which we were not able to do because of the COVID-19 scenarios and the banks being closed and stuff like that. Okay, so at the end of June, he canceled the contract. And so that money, which was available to us.
Who was that? I didn't get you.
He's actually, Dr. Gadir is our associate in Dubai. Okay, he's a fellow petroleum engineer. And you know the situation with the petroleum industry, right? Everything is dead now. You know, so all the previous contracts were sort of, you know, are getting renewed and they got expired. Okay. So now this Korean buyer whom we signed the contract with of supplying a large quantity of crude oil offered us this $500 million, which was available in his Visa card. Okay. And to access this kind of money from a Visa card, we need to have a point of sale machine. And this point of sale machine is a 6-digit POS machine. Okay, so most of the people don't have it.
To cash in $500 million on a POS?
Yeah, you see, it's a lot of money. $500 million is a lot of money. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we were not able to access that, and that was our basis of concluding the Thailand contract of 2,000 metric ton, Hong Kong contracts which we are working on, and now the Japanese contract which we are working on. You know, we have got all these bullion available. Okay, so now our target is this, that in order to conclude those contract, we really don't have to really arrange the bridge financing. There are two options of doing it, right? Arrange a bridge finance, okay, get this thing done. And I think the topic which we were discussing when you were in Tokyo, trying to attend, you know, attending that conference was exactly this. That okay, at that point in time, this gentleman Qasim Fadal wanted a bridge financier who could finance 5 metric ton worth of gold, $250 million for 1 week. That's all is needed. That's all was needed, because that 1 week, that money would have allowed us the conclusion of the contract. Okay, and then we would have entered the Mitsubishi warehouse, and we would have seen the gold, and the payment would be made by the buyer, which is our buyer, Tradeco Inc. He's our main buyer, who can buy huge quantity of bullion from us. So they are very big people.
Office in Tokyo, the Mitsubishi office in Tokyo,
Mitsubishi is in Tokyo.
The one in Ginza, I visited the office. You remember when you referred me to that guy? And then I called him, and then he and I had an appointment at the Mitsubishi. They have a sub office somewhere there in Ginza, downtown Tokyo.
Okay.
I mean, I went there. It was nice. I saw some technology, the new model and styles of vehicles they had on a showcase.
Okay.
But again, let me ask you a question here. This guy from Peru, what's his name?
Guillermo.
What's his name?
Guillermo.
Guillermo. He called me like 2 times now, but I mean, I want to know what's really the deal he's trying to get me to do with him, because he was talking about, he said Dr. Mufada had asked him to call me in so we can discuss some issue concerning the goal issue. So I mean, I was trying to explain to him. I mean, I read it. I didn't really understand. I mean, what's the whole process was about? I don't know. Is he a buyer or he wanted to?
No, actually, he is one of what I've done. What I've done is this: that okay, you are a gold miner and expert. This guy has got a gold mining and gold trading experience. Okay, and he has the access. The Peruvian, gentleman in Tokyo is his friend. Okay. And he is the owner of this company, in Japan. He's a very successful businessman in Japan, Mr. Sakata. Okay. And Mr. Sakata has access to Mitsubishi bullion, which we want to sell it to our, gentleman Tradeco, Mr. Kevin. But the situation was this, that you mentioned that, we have 100 kilogram gold available, right? Currently in stock.
Yeah.
So I told him that, okay, 100 kilogram is available with Mr. Tar, and you should, get it into Mitsubishi refinery, and we refine it into our, Sam's TT bars. And then that will be our small, initial transaction. And he was asking me details. So I said, well, I mean, we have agreed in our joint venture agreement that, okay, we will be sharing profits basically, and the profit ratio has etc. been defined. So I think what I'm suggesting over there is regarding the gold from ECOWAS is very simple, that you know the cost of operation, right? Okay,
yes,
your
sir.
cost of acquiring this gold from different miners, okay, is this much. And then now we need to understand this also. And that is the reason, we would be interested in incorporating SAM's TQLMA Global as a foreign direct investment company with the startup New York kind of incentives, so we can save on taxes. Okay. Because we want to officially and legally export the gold out. And if our company enjoys the tax break, then we probably have to pay lower taxes, okay, versus everybody else. So that will give us an advantage. Okay. But now whatever, idea is very simple that, there is a cost associated per kilogram of the gold, which is available in Liberia and available in Freetown, and that needs to be shipped to Mitsubishi, Japan, right? We refine the gold, and that we are making TT bars out of it, and we are selling the TT bars at, say, at 2% discount to everybody, right? That's an SPA which you got it. Okay, so now in this whole cycle, we are making money, correct? Suppose you are getting the gold for $39,000 or $40,000 per kilogram, the impure gold, right? So that was your cost. You added the tax to it and say, okay, by shipping it to Mitsubishi, the CIF Tokyo cost will be, say, 42,000, something like that, whatever that cost comes to be, actual cost. Okay, so we acquired this gold, at the actual cost. We refine the gold in Mitsubishi, transform that gold into our TT bars, and then sell the TT bars to everybody, which we are doing. Okay, so now instead of selling the Thailand bullion or the Japanese bullion, we are actually selling our own gold, right? Which we have refined in Mitsubishi. So now the profit will come from the gold, that. And that profit is what we will be sharing with everybody. Whoever makes the investment with, members, which we are making, in Liberia and in Freetown, those people who are putting in their money, 72% of that money will be going to them. So it's an economic vibrancy for them, right? And 21% comes to us, 7% goes to the education fund. So that's how we will be doing really every business. Okay, there is a cost associated with business, and then there is a revenue generation, and there is a profit. Okay, and whoever puts in whatever money as an investment, 72% will be shared with them. Okay, so suppose you are putting your own money, so you will also be getting 70%, 72% of that profit. In addition to that, you will also be getting, 50% of the 21%, which is 10.5%. So that's an additional profit which will be coming to your pocket through this whole transactions of climate smart food as well as gold. Okay.
Got you.
So that's I think pretty straightforward and simple way. And idea is very simple that, we are putting the money of everyone from the poorest person to the president. We are adding velocity to it. Okay, and we are sharing the profits with them.
Sounds good.
That's a silent extra income for all those guys. The banks don't do that. We will do it. So that's a simple process.
Makes sense. Yeah, it sounds rather simple.
Okay, so now your single point contact with respect to gold is Guillermo. Okay, work out all the details with him and work with him. So and my focus will always be, talk to the farmers, talk to the sites. Building Wheel of Life Farm School is our target. I want to build the first one closest to you. Okay, I need a letter from your president. Okay, so that we can get this $25 million hospital, 100-bed hospital, also as part of the our campus, and then start treating people. So that can be done with agility, so that we can start showing to the people this is what we are talking about. This is what Wheel of Life Farm School is all about. Okay, and eventually, we will not be shipping our door gold to Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi will be setting up that quality refinery in our campus in Liberia. So now we are refining everything locally. Doesn't need to be shipped.
That makes sense.
That's it.
So with this modular mobile hospital, because people over here in Liberia believe in, we got a saying here, we believe in seeing is believing. Because right now, yeah, so if it's impossible that we can get like a sample, like one unit of the mobile hospital, because if you want to do a presentation to the president, asking him to,
I shared the details, right? I actually shared the presentation of that, right? All I need is, you know, you look at
the visual or video presentation is not enough, because here the actual belief is insane is believing. They want to see it for reality. They can
well,
touch
I mean,
it.
the president can fly to Wuhan and see it, because they have actually used it in Wuhan. But I think the idea is pretty simple. We are not asking any money from them, right? This hospital is being donated. All,
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, all your president has to do is to say that, yes, my country is accepting the donation, and I will provide the security, I will provide all the resources needed to set up the hospital to our group. Sam's TQLMA Global becomes the operator. So we operate the hospital. Okay, so that's a magic. We are making money also there. All right. Although the hospital is coming free, but definitely we need the whole team to operate the hospital, right?
Yes, sir.
So our company will be doing the operations of the hospital and making money over there also in healthcare. Same model, okay? Like a Wheel of Life Farm School. So in this Wheel of Life Farm School, people are getting education, people are getting food, and people are getting healthcare. And none of this thing is free. Okay? We are giving to everybody, not refusing anybody. But we are giving these services to those people who doesn't have the money as a Kardanasana. Okay? You got the services, now you are healthy, you work in our Wheel of Life Farm School, and you pay back.
You pay back, yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Nobody would say no to it. It's a dignity. Right?
It makes sense, yeah.
Because, you know, people feel bad when a white man comes, sees you with a degrading look, okay, and then gives you some food, you know, of a lower quality. Much lower quality than he would eat himself. So we don't want that to happen. We will be treating them the same quality food, which even, you know, the presidents do not enjoy. Because this food is grown in a climate smart manner, cooked and freshly served.
Got you.
That's it.
Okay. So I will talk to, what's his name again? The guy from Peru.
Guillermo.
Guillermo,
okay.
Yeah. So
now what we can do is, if you feel like forming a team, you can say, okay, now, you know, your company, with your company name, we form a group. Okay, so we say Denetco leadership team. Okay, something like that. A group can be formed where your people are involved also, you know, your leadership team and everybody. And Guillermo will be involved, I will be involved, so that in that group, we can discuss the next steps and the development. You know, like it's a board, you know, leadership meeting basically.
Boardroom
plan
meeting,
this meeting every week to see the progress. Okay.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll definitely do
that. Every Saturday, you know, we should plan this meeting, and then we should discuss that, okay, last Saturday, these were the goals which we set for this week. How was it accomplished? And obviously we will be communicating, you know, on a daily basis to see if there are any, you know, anything which needs to be done. If there are any problems, basically, you know, if everything is going smoothly, then there is no need to meet.
Makes sense.
Okay. So that's how the whole system will work.
Yeah, we'll have agendas, and then we try to execute those agendas by having meetings, serving as reminders. Did you understand what I just said? I said, we're going to plan.
I missed it. Go ahead again.
Yeah, we're going to have an agenda. We're going to have an agenda.
Right.
And then we have these meetings to execute the agenda, to plan how to execute our agendas.
Exactly.
Like
exactly. It should be the corporate meeting, and the, you know, you are again, you know, you've got all that qualifications to make sure that our meetings are brief and short. Okay. Everybody knows that, you know, should come prepared, that this is the agenda of the meeting, and this is how we should be moving forward. And that's it. If there are any issues which are there, if people have any questions which needs to be answered, then we will simply answer the question and collectively resolve the issues, and that's it. Nothing else.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. So now our agenda is, currently our agenda is that, okay, we want to now transform everyone and train everyone, to start selling our SAMs, TT bars and Park Gold coins. Okay, and one of your team members should be now contacting all the universities of, ECOWAS and telling them that I'm interested in employing your engineers into our Global Executive MBA program. So that we can train those engineers in our climate smart technologies, okay, in Japan and in Dubai. So that they can come back and start, building these Wheel of Life farm schools in our gold mines and our farms. So that is a huge agenda which somebody should be taking care of. Okay, assign that task to someone. So the universities are all linked up with us, because the beauty of this Startup New York program is this, which I'm always mentioning, is this, that every SME, okay, it becomes a very, very cost-effective way of doing business. Every SME or every business doesn't have to have an office, expensive office space, because they are located in a university campus. That's it. They will have a cubicle in a university campus, and they will be operating their business very, very cost effectively in that campus.
And then we're using those university students to serve as,
obviously
interns,
intern, or they are actually Global Executive MBA program, right? So actually all the problems and the issues which businesses generally face will be immediately solved by the professors and students of that university.
Yeah, that would be practical. That would be practical lesson for the students as well. So,
everybody, just in time application of knowledge.
Yeah, just in time, like you said,
just in time. Okay, that's it.
Just in time application, which is vital.
Which is very, very vital, because you don't want to forget what you learned in engineering, then you get hired, and then you need to retrain yourself. It doesn't make any sense.
We look at experience more better than knowledge right now, to be honest with you. And the knowledge is great, but experience will get you there faster. So it's kind of like a business incubator.
Business incubator, we will not call it an incubator. Okay, because what happens when people call it an incubator is that, okay, now we have incubated yourself, now we are ready to hatch, and then after hatching we will throw you back into the world.
And that's not what we're going to do.
We won't do that. We won't do that.
We're not going to throw you out in the hash wall, because
no, we are never going to throw you out. This is not an incubator. This is actually where you will be staying and doing a business with a target of making it a most successful business in the world.
Got you, yeah.
And we will enable you to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. Especially for us in Africa, we really need, we need such a help.
You see, because the beauty of this is this, that, every university is out of budget. Okay. Regular budget of, providing education. But then, there is very little money left for research. Okay. And I'm not talking about this in the universities of Africa. I'm talking about the same problem in the, universities of USA. Huge problems.
That's true, yeah.
They don't have money to do research.
Less budget, yeah.
Yeah, so we are offering that. And I know, because I have experienced that myself. You do all the hard work, okay, writing a proposal and this and that, and then you apply for a grant, and those ignorant people out there are evaluating your grants. They don't understand anything, and then they reject it,
I know, man.
So, we don't want to waste our time, trying to satisfy their requirements. We don't need money.
We create our own resources, yeah.
We create our own resources. We create, and the other beautiful thing about this whole situation is this, that whatever we create is ours, not available for sale. You cannot sell wisdom to anybody. Okay, at any cost.
You can share it, yeah.
You share it. You share it. And people should use the product at the end of the day. That's it. So idea is very simple, you know, and then
so I'm going to set up the group. I'm going to set up the group and add how you call it? What's his name again? Guillermo? Guillermo, the guy from
Guillermo, yeah.
Yeah, Guillermo. And what's the guy from Tokyo? What's his name? The guy in Tokyo, the guy where
Mr. Sakata, but I think I will not involve. Yeah, I will not involve Mr. Sakata because he's a busy man generally. Do not understand English. Okay, so that's a problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, he honestly speaks Japanese.
Yeah, he speaks Japanese and he speaks you know, the Peruvian, the Spanish.
Okay, all right.
He's a Spaniard. You know, he's from Peru basically.
He's from Peru, okay, but his name sounds Japanese.
No, but actually, he actually, you know, married a Japanese lady, staying in Japan for last 40 years. Now he has got a passport also and everything. So, you know, he's now no longer a Peruvian, but, you know, he's Japanese.
Okay, I got you.
You see?
I got you.
So, you know, so I think that is...
But we form the team and then we work along with the other guy, Guillermo.
Yeah, Guillermo, myself, and you, and your team.
And yeah. So we start brainstorming, we start strategizing to see how we can move forward with this goal.
Please also add this guy, David, you know, the gemologist in Freetown.
I don't have his number. If you send me his number,
I will get you his contact number. So then, you know, yeah, exactly. I think I did it once, but I will send it again to you.
No worries, no worries. I got members of my team too. All of them are now on the ground here in Liberia. We got a couple. I got a few of my team, of my staffs. I mean, partners and staffs in the United States and Europe. So I might go. I'm going to add a few of them on there too, because I've shared this video, the initial video we had the last time. I shared with them. I mean, they are interested. They all are. I mean, triggered. They are inspired. I mean, they listened to the. They were very. They felt. I mean, they see this as a big opportunity for us to make some. I mean, make some change and enhance other people's lives here in Liberia and in Africa. As a matter of fact, so I mean, I'm gonna add them to the. I mean, the room I'm gonna create, and then I mean, we all gonna brainstorm. We're gonna strategize and then see how we can move forward. Because I mean, time is of the essence. I know that. Yeah, time is of the essence. So I really want to move fast, and I think we've been talking about it behind the door about this whole thing, getting to the president and see how we can have him to get a letter of acceptance.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a little challenge, to be honest with you, because our society over here is a little different. It's not as the kind of society you form or what you know. Because I mean, I told you earlier, man, a lot of stuff here. Excuse me, can I just finish? I mean, a lot of stuff over here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, stuff over here is seeing is believing, but I mean, you make a lot of sense. You guys are giving us the country an opportunity. It's a big opportunity for Liberia. So if we say, if we go out to the president and say, look, all you need to do is just to accept the donation. We're not asking you for no money up front. We're not asking you for no money after. All you need to do is just an official letter accepting the donation, and these people are going to send I mean, thousands of units of modular mobile hospital that was, I mean, help to treat COVID-19 victims and even empower the health sector in Liberia, because we have a very broken health sector in Liberia. I mean, the health sector in Liberia is bad.
Exactly.
That as compared to Africa, to many other countries in Africa, but Liberia is even worse. So,
well, actually, my interest, Mr. Tar, is this. I'm always a self-sustaining kind of a person, right? I don't like donations myself. I don't. All right. So now, since our this gentleman, Dr. Gerald, okay, who is the lawyer also for the you know, Thailand and Hong Kong bullion seller, okay, he represents him. So now, since he has formed this NGO, okay, taking care of the health care of the people who do not have the health care, especially mothers, because you know a lot of that happens, you know, in ladies and children, all right? we guys are a little rugged, so we survive, but really the women and children are really, really are affected.
Affected, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So he has formed this NGO, and then he has signed this contract with the Wuhan hospital manufacturer, because they manufactured a lot of these hospitals. Okay, so basically they are doing a good work, and and one of those hospitals, he says, well, he wants to make sure that all the Chinese experience which they had in combating this COVID-19 over there successfully gets transferred to the UN member countries. Okay.
I know, because right now this hospital they built in Wuhan, China, and as we all know, Wuhan is almost corona-free. There's no more new cases, so the hospital are just sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's that's a smart move. I mean, that's a smart move. If they can utilize, if we in third world countries especially can utilize this hospital, I mean, it can help us fight COVID-19. It also help us, I mean, strengthen our health sector.
And,
so I mean, and the good thing here is we're going to maintain how you call it, maintain those
same standards, same standards,
yes.
okay, Chinese standards, or the international standards, okay. So now
to the government to maintain it, because maintenance that's an issue over here.
Yeah, I know.
We get all the best equipment over here, but maintenance, we don't have the right maintenance. We don't have the right, I mean, logistics to take care of these things in terms of maintenance. So if we teach PMI or SIMS or School of Life or Way of Life, decide that we, I mean, maintain this hospital.
Yes.
While they are, I mean, that's a plus, and I mean, and that would be really great, because I mean, it will help a lot of people, and I mean, it will do a lot of good things. It will save a lot of lives.
But the idea behind, let me explain you the idea behind. We can do it ourselves without involving the president and the government. Okay, but the idea behind involving the president is this: that obviously the Chinese wants to take the credit. Okay,
I feel you.
The US is not doing anything. We have helped everybody out. Okay,
I got you.
So they want to take some credit, okay, and really prove to the world, prove to the world that these people are just talking, we are doing things.
I got you. It's kind of a little political, but I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. As long as
we don't care. We don't care.
That's not a problem for real, yeah.
Right? So but the idea is this, that, once the hospital is in Liberia, then we will re-engineer it and make it so climate smart that Chinese will come and buy it from us. Okay, I can tell you that.
You said once the hospitals are in Liberia, we're going to reorganize them and make them climate smart.
Right, exactly.
So how do we do that?
Exactly. So that is the technology which we have. And like you mentioned that, why we are training all the engineers, African engineers into Dubai and in Japan. Okay. So they get the best technologies with them. Okay. When they return, then we are self-sustaining. They know how to train everybody else. Right? So that's a model. And that is, I think, I think because of the COVID-19, I will just say that COVID-19 has been a blessing, because now, we are sitting nicely and tightly at home. We have got a lot of time to think. And, obviously, people like us never rest. I rest for just few hours, and I wake up with new ideas, what to do next, how to do next, how can we improve the lives of everybody, and that is the idea. So we want to do it very silently. We are not interested in advertisement. We are not interested in marketing. We don't want to tell the world that we have done something nice. No. World will recognize it immediately. They'll say, okay, somebody did it, and they did it.
Got you.
Right. So we did that. And then, that actually protects us from, all the waste. I don't want to go out on the media and get interviewed. I don't. Okay.
Me neither.
I don't like to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to do things and then make a difference on, majority of the people, and without really knowing, and anybody will not know, because, we are simply, I'm not even going to take the credit, because I will say, okay, the Liberian did it. I was just a professor. I taught them to do it. They did it.
Got you, man. Makes sense.
It was their money. It was not even the money needed. Okay. It was their money. Okay. They invested their money. Okay. And they built this whole infrastructure, which is better than China and United States. Right. So that will be something which is, which is going to, give us that kind of contentment, that in a shortest amount of time, we have made a difference for so many families.
That's the impact. That's the impact that I see. That's what we need, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
We need, because those are positive impacts that will impact so many lives, people who can afford, especially. I mean, this program will really impact their lives. And the most
important word, Mr. Tar, is of this whole discussion is, we do everything with dignity. Okay. Whatever assistance and help we provide, we will consider them as equal to us, very important individuals, and we will provide that assistance to them with dignity.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So now I think the ball is in your court to start that. There are two groups will form. I think I have formed one group. I will make you the admin in that. And that group is re-engineering of Africa.
Okay.
So I will make you the admin of that particular group, and then, you lead and add everybody else in your network into that group. And then one is our internal group, okay, which is Danetco, leadership team, or SAM's TQLMA Africa leadership team, whatever you want to call it. Danetco is fine, because Danetco will be doing all the stuff,
Yeah, we based in Africa,
Yeah, you are based in Africa, and you'll take care of it. So it's a Danetco leadership team, which you will form that group. That is our leadership team. Few people, leadership only there, and then that group will be meeting every week to discuss the progress and move forward.
Okay, I'll form that group as soon as we get off the phone.
You form that group, and the other group which I have formed, I will make you the admin. So over there, we will do the brainstorming with the leaders globally.
Makes sense. Okay? Makes sense.
All the Africans which are in North America, Europe, everywhere else, they will all participate into that discussion, and they will say, okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do that. Okay, and everybody is welcome to join.
Yeah, it'll be an open group, open forum. I will call Mr.
Gillimore.
Gillimore. What's his name again?
Gillimore.
Gillimore, my bad. I can't remember the guy's name. Gillimore, yeah. Because he called me yesterday. I'm going to call him maybe later on. I don't know what the time difference. What is he in Peru right now?
He's in Peru.
Do you know the time difference?
It's like a same America kind of a situation,
Okay, USA time. Okay, all right. Okay,
he will be probably sleeping now, but
early over there.
In our later evening, he wakes up early. So you can always bother him, and wake him up. There's no problem.
I will call him later on, because she did call me yesterday and I was busy. I know.
He actually mentioned that. He mentioned that, and I told him that, okay, I will have a follow-up meeting with Mr. Tar, and I will take care of, everything. And then, you guys can then move forward accordingly.
All right, man. Thank you. It was nice talking to you. I mean, you give me
pleasure. And with your permission, I think there was no confidential information in this particular meeting. So I will again share the, this meeting with everybody.
I have no problem.
Okay,
go ahead.
I will do that. I'll publish this, and everybody will be able to see where we are heading.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
No worries.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed weekend. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye-bye.